So in this course, I want to talk about lambdas in Python because many of you asked me on my Instagram account that I should explain more about lambdas, and that's what I'm gonna do in the next video. So this will be the first one of a series of videos. So first of all, let's take a look at the syntax of lambdas in Python. The keyword is lambda, and then you put the parameters here, and there's the double dots, and here we have an expression. That's the theory. Now let's have a look at it in practice. First, we create a function as you would do it normally. Let's call it func, and it doesn't do anything, it just returns the value x. How would we write that as a lambda now? So as we said already, we always need the keyword lambda. Then we have the list of parameters, and if you look at our function that we are trying to transform to a lambda, here's one parameter x. So the parameter list only consists of x. Then the double dots, and now here we put what we want to do, and we don't need to write return. That's automatic. So here we just write x, and that's the same logic as here. So nothing happens, it's just the identity. Maybe we can call it even identity. So now we can assign this lambda to a label, to a variable. Let's call it identity lambda. And now we print identity of 5. So that will call our function identity. And let's also see what the lambda does. So that's how we call it. We defined it and we assigned it to this variable. And when we put the parentheses there, we call this lambda function. Now we run it and you see both return the same value, it's 5. So here you can see how we transformed this function into a lambda. And lambdas always have this syntax in Python. And yeah, lambdas are also called anonymous functions. Anonymous functions. Maybe you can see why. Here we called the function identity, but here we didn't. Yeah, we assigned it to this label, but the function does not have a name. Yeah, what we could do is we could also say this. Now we assign identity, which is this function, to a variable, and that's the same thing as we did here. But identity is the name of this function, and this lambda does not have a name. That's why lambdas are also called anonymous functions. And I will prove it to you. We can also say identity label and call it, and it still works, you see. So if we print hi here, you see, first we call this. This code is executed due to the call of the function in identity label, which is identity, which we defined here. And the second one is what the lambda does. So lambdas are anonymous functions because they don't have a name. We could also do it like this. We call here this variable result, and we call the lambda directly here with this syntax. So here we defined the function and the logic, and we immediately call it. And I will print the result so that you can see that it works, and it returns 5. We didn't use the identity function, but our lambda. And now it's really anonymous. There's no name to this, right? We could even copy it, put it inside the print, and it still works. Yeah, there's no name to it. And I will also remove this. It still works. So lambdas have this syntax in Python, and they are anonymous functions. We will have a deeper look into it in the next videos, and there are many applications for it. They are really handy. Sometimes you can make code much shorter, more precise, even better to read. Yeah, we will see all that in the upcoming videos. I hope this video already helped you and gave you an idea about lambdas. Maybe you can even try it out, convert some functions to a lambda. So first you write the function with the def keyword as you used to do, and then you convert this function to a lambda, and you check if both functions return the same values, if you give the same input, of course. Okay, stay tuned and see you soon.